Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. We're almost there. We're almost to Friday. Tomorrow's going to be nice. Today's going to be nice. Weekend, not so much. Seems to be the way sometimes where we're at work and then we get to the weekend and the weekend isn't great. I remember that happened last year and it was so hard for me to get out into my garden on the weekend. I had to chip away at it every night when I got home and do an hour here, 2 hours there, and kind of just try and put a dent into it. But hey, that's life in spring. It happens. So a lot of you seem to like our planter. We've had a lot of hits coming in for Mother's Day. I also entered because this would make my Mother's Day life real easy. I could give it to Jenny and my mom and tell them they have to trade every week. And
oh, nice! You
yeah,
give them a
joint custody of the planter.
Yeah, give them a dependent.
Yeah. For some reason, though, I don't think Brandy's going to pick my name.
No.
Thanks, Brandy.
No, you're not allowed.
That's awesome. But no, we're super excited for whoever is the lucky winner to get it. We really hope your mom likes it. And what we're going to do now, so yesterday, we showed you all the things you needed to consider when you planted this. So I'm not going to tell anybody they can't enter. I want as many people to enter. I wish, honestly, I really, really, really wish I could just make one and give them away to all the moms.
Yeah.
I have neither the time nor the supplies for that. So we have to do this. All I'm going to say is just try and remember, this is for full sun and a 360-degree viewing. And we're going to talk a little bit more on that right now. So this is what we need to do during the season and some things to keep in mind. So like, oh, by the way, Throwback Thursday, I'm wearing my apron. I should start with that, but I never do.
It's always like midway in the episode.
Yeah. Well, I go to move and my apron doesn't sit properly and I'm like, oh, I'm wearing a different apron.
Yeah.
That's right. Throwback Thursday, happening to you. Old logo, old man. So what we have to consider when we're doing this is what we said. This is a full sun planter, okay? So wherever it's going to sit, we need to make sure that the exposure is full sun. And if you're not sure what that means, and I get it, this confuses a lot of people. They hear full sun and they go, oh, it's not in the sun all day. Doesn't have to be in the sun all day. Don't worry about that. Full sun, we say that. What it means is blasted by direct sunlight, 8+ hours. If you can nail that, this is going to be fine. Ideally, you want it to be consecutive. Not the end of the world if it isn't. You get 4 hours in the morning, you get 4 hours in the afternoon, it's going to do just fine. What will happen, because this always happens, and I get it, is people take their planter and they go, it should be okay in this area. And what you'll see will happen is, more than likely, the plants won't actually die, but they won't produce the flowers. Because if we go back here, see how everything is related when it comes to plants. We have this gorgeous planter to give mom, and I'm going to bring it right back to boring photosynthesis. So what will happen is if you put this in an area where it's not getting enough sun, say you put it on a deck and it only gets 5 hours of sun, the photosynthesis is still going to happen. However, it's not going to be generating enough sugars to push out all of these blooms. So if you can look on our thriller, all of these little buds up here are all flowers. 1, 2, 3, must be 20 ready to open, if not more. Now, if that doesn't get the sun it needs, it's not going to be able to create the sugars it needs to do that. So what it will do instead is it will create the sugars to live. And by that, it means it will produce more leaves, it'll get a better root system, and it will do everything it can. It will probably, because it needs to propagate, put out a few flowers because that's its Hail Mary. Hey, I need seeds. I need to propagate. But it's not going to be the prolific blooms it can do. And that'll happen with the Bacopa. Now, your Lysom Archer, your Creepy Jenny, and Dusty Miller, it sounds like a country band.
It does.
Creeping Jenny and Dusty Miller. Anyway, they're probably going to be okay. They may not grow quite the way you want them to. They may be a little slower, but there's no blooms on these per se. So you're not going to notice it as much as you do with your osteospermum and your Bacopa. So just keep in mind, it needs exposure. Now, another thing we'll make a note of here when it comes to full exposure is rotation. Rotation, I did spell that one correctly. So I have an area. I did a planter for Jenny last year, round planter, 360 viewing. It gets seen when we come down the side path out of the front door and when you walk up the path to the house. A bunch of viewing angles, and it can also be seen from Jenny's office window from above. I designed it accordingly. It's in the front of our house, which is south facing. So I made it a full sun. And my thriller was a rose bush. It was a tea rose. And I can't remember what I used for the filler in the Ben's filler now. Doesn't matter. They were all perfect for full sun. What ended up happening though is life gets busy, get tied up. So I'd come out, I'd look at it, I'd water it, I'd be like, yeah, it's doing great, and I'd move on. So a ton of things, bam, 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 gotta go, gotta go. Well, what ended up happening is the rose bush loved it. It got big, flower after flower, and there were those beautiful yellow blooms, and they kept happening. But what I hadn't noticed is it became shade for the plants in the back. So suddenly, my full sun planter the plants in the back were now in deep shade because everything else was growing in around them. By the time I got to them, they were dead. So I just left it like that. So when we came from the front of the house, it looked amazing. When we came from this angle, the back of it didn't look so hot. All I had to do was every day, every 2 days, rotate it, 180. And it'll start growing evenly. Things won't go. And you don't want to do it every day, then every 2 days, because you're still not getting that even light. So keep that in mind. Rotating it is going to help, because by the very nature of our design, our thrillers are going to get much, much bigger. That's what we want. The fillers are going to poke out here and there. Once the Ben Stillers are coming over the edge, they're going to be fine because their foliage will be down here. They'll have no competition for the light. So just be aware that rotation might be essential, okay? And the next thing we're going to talk about is water. So something we need to consider when we're doing a planter is what is the material of the planter itself? You can do terracotta, fiberglass, glazed ceramic, wood, number of options. Now, if you're doing glazed ceramic, fiberglass, plastic, they don't absorb water. Okay, you put water in those, it's not getting absorbed. However, you do wood or terracotta, the very nature, the porosity of that material is going to pull wood out. So now we have a planter, okay? It's in a medium that's going to help extract moisture, and we're putting it in full sun. What that means now, and then the other factor is with any planter, it's above ground, it's not insulated. Wind's going to hit it. It's fully exposed. There is no protection from the elements around this. It's going to dry out real quick. So you may find that you need to be watering this twice a day, morning and afternoon. This is not like a tree or a perennial. These plants are never going to establish for long-term growth. So if you hear me talk about a tree, I'll be like, oh, you got to water your tree every day for the first 2 weeks. Then after that, let the tree tell you. When the tree gets all droopy, give it a watering. And that's how we do it. If these start getting droopy, what they do is they cut the photosynthesis. They cut the photosynthesis. They're not producing the sugars. Not producing the sugars. First thing they're going to drop is their flowers. Don't need you. Go for now. I'll get back to you. So you really don't want it to dry out. So you've got to be aware the material we chose in full sun. And obviously it's achievable. I've done this many, many times. You just need to keep up on the water. And that's going to bring us to our next point. See, I've already got my handy dandy watering can, is fertilizer. So we're going to fertilize it for you guys. Have I used red yet? Nope. Fert, because I'm lazy and I'll probably spell it wrong today. My brain doesn't seem to be engaging with spelling. Fertilizer, like everything. So today, I'm going to use a root booster. Okay, the reason I'm using a root booster is we just transplanted. So transplanting is moving from any container to a different container. We did that. The roots are going to be a little shocked, and we want to promote that root growth. If I can establish root growth, we've got a good chance of keeping this alive and healthy. Now, I'm only going to give it one feeding of this. What I would do is immediately after, I would swap to a flowering fertilizer. Follow the instructions. Every fertilizer has instructions on the back, and it is key to make sure that you follow them. It's not one size fits all. They are not all going to be the same. What I love about this, it's water soluble, it's liquid, so it mixes in with my water, so I get to do two jobs at once. You can't see because it's black, but this actually doubles as a measuring cup. Okay, so I'm going to put this down. Take off my glasses so I'm not all squinty face. Perfect. And I've already measured my liter of water. Dump that in. Just to be sure, I'm going to give it an agitation. You know, the way I normally get agitated is hanging out with a teenager. Oh my God. But I couldn't, like, teenager.
Sitting in traffic.
Yeah, I was sitting in traffic, yeah. Yeah, or flying above traffic and reporting on it.
Yeah.
And now all I'm doing is just gently going around, and it's a root booster. So I'm specifically targeting where we planted on the roots. I'm not just going to blanket soak the whole thing. The roots haven't grown in yet. I know exactly where my roots are. And I'm making sure I hit every plant. I've done that before. I've watered it. I've watered it quickly, and I've actually missed a new plant. And the roots hadn't stretched out enough to get the moisture, and that poor plant cooked. Now, the good thing is, it did cook, but it was still young. So I was very able to replace it. Going to put in a fresh one. And I'm just going to use the whole watering can. So there you go. Your pot is now fertilized and it's ready to rock and roll. The last thing you need to remember, we'll do this one really quick. Deadheading, but copra will be fine. These ones don't bloom. I'm not going to yank one off because we're giving it to Mom. When these go, when this turns dead and it turns into a seed pod, take your scissors, your pruners, and just snip it off into the body of the plant so you don't have a stalk come out, and it's that easy. So those are the key elements on keeping this alive for Mom. Again, I don't care. Take all of this information and be like, so anyway, Mom, you want to look after it. This is what you need. Take the credit, okay? I have no problem with that. I'm not going to come and tell you, Mom, that we did it. I'll be like, oh, no, you did it. Bravo. And if you wanted to do one with Mom, I know it's quite a fun activity. Any dads who might be watching or any kids, it's actually a fun activity to do with Mom. Okay, get her to help. Get her to be part of it if she's got a green thumb, or present one. Take this as inspiration and build your own. You don't have to copy what I did. I did this because I liked the look and I thought, hey, this all works. Maybe you don't like burgundy. Maybe you don't like Creepy Jenny or Bacopa or Dusty Miller. Doesn't matter. Not one size fits all. Take inspiration and build one for your mom. You need help, you know how to get a hold of us. Tomorrow, best day of the week, Blanchard Friday. Yeah. We'll be here. We hope you will too. Have a great Thursday, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow, okay? Bye now.
Bye.